Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Fallout New Vegas. Arcade Craig here, along with our gang, Petrie, and on today's adventures, well, we're going to be first off exploring the H&H Tool Company, seeing what all we can find in here, because we came across it, so Petrie feels like checking it out, seeing what we can find. Afterwards, we are going to be doing the quest for Debt Collector. We're going to go ahead and look at what we find about those guys, and while we're at it, we'll see if we can find Vickers there for our boy Russell. So in the meantime, let's try out our new gun and head on in. Check that computer first. And as per usual, anytime text is up, feel free to pause the video so you can read through it. Faster will learn why you don't cross the house. Now, of course, Petrie has heard of Mr. House, pretty famous tycoon from back in the days, but we haven't landed any of that at all. So Petrie doesn't have too much opinion one way or another about Mr. House from what he's heard. Like, damn, things blow up, they blow up, huh? Oh, it didn't even see us. Uh, that's a lot better percentage there. Like secondary explosion as well. Those are the ones that get me so much, man. There, I don't recall if there's like any
I
snow
wonder what
globes.
happened here. They must have
That's
set up all these traps for a reason.
traps. Okay. And let me get on that night vision thing. Help us. Not that one. Boy. That's level 2. Where's level 1? That's a bit too much for level 1. So is it? It's probably because. Sure what the cause of that is here. Oh, I know it because we've got on sides the got on direct that night vision thing. No, not that one. Got something else on side the helmet that I was having on, I think. It's not showing anything else. Mm. He's not wearing the night vision. The courier helmet shouldn't be that bright, man. Well, maybe if I try wearing one of these ones. Yeah, let's try that out. That's level 2, but it's still pretty freaking bright. That can help me see the bombs out well or any type of crap. I'm not really noticing anything in here worth going after. Yeah, there's nothing in this room. Maybe the other ones won't be as bright. I don't know. Hmm. Okay, now that's a little bit. That's at level 1 now. That ain't so bad. Oh, okay. Those aren't really glowing. At least not in my vision. Boy, how am I gonna get all? You know what? I might have to just kind of blow them up. Can you do that? Oh, can I use? Maybe it's because I'm using a submachine gun. Maybe I need something that's you know what? Oh yeah, yeah. That did a better job though. But I'm glad she said something about crap. Or any others? Oh man, someone got to the safes already. I wonder what that is. Trapinator? Huh? The hell's a trapinator? All right. Trapinator type of weapon. We got two of them, huh? Zero. What the hell is it? I'm gonna have to look up what that is before I try. Oh, maybe it trap. In that word. Maybe it helps you spot traps. Okay, we'll test that out. Obviously, well, we have quick buttons to get to our no-name pistol, for example, so I could get armed quickly if I had to. Yeah, they definitely had this place set up. Oh yeah.
Watch where you're going.
Why you say that like it's a threat, man? Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, let's try that trapinator thing again. See if it helps us pick up anything. Yeah, I'm not saying nothing, but that don't mean shit. I don't know if I need to be hitting the R button at all times. It'll make a noise. I need to find a for sure trap and then get it going to see how it works. Peter? Well, some of these are repeat emails. Yeah. And out to the whole group, I guess. Ah, okay. Well, I mean, I don't see it really doing anything for me. Yeah, I don't know. Can we kill a second one? Bet you did. Alright. Alright, upwards we go. See what we find. Up, 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 up. Don't know if I'll be too close. There's one to my right or not. Here, so. And to me, they're not glowing like they used to. Wonder if I could have that implant removed. Oh,
Not
whoa. You're, for whatever reason, you're not green. I mean, you're not
How may I serve you, master?
seeing us as a threat. Curious?
How may I serve you, mistress?
Oh, tripwire. I'll see, that's kind of glowing a bit better. Oh, man. Yeah, so many of these are just group emails, it seems, so. How long to save me, huh? Should probably save, because I'll likely step on a landmine or some other trap here and blow myself to Kingdom Come. I ain't gonna see it. I think maybe part of the reason why I'm not seeing them, they're not so visibly glowing to me, is because I don't think it's that dark in this place. Like, don't really require the night vision. And when it's dark and I turn on the night vision, they'll glow pretty nicely. So friendly. That gonna make him an issue? Nope. Up, up, up. I heard a tripwire go. Man, if I get that one perk, like it allows me to not activate tripwires. I wonder if that does that pass on to my mates? These are all the same ones, ain't they? Nevertheless, getting like the shining there on their typewriter. Okay, so they're all the same. I'll be sure enough to pay attention to those dates on the next one, but yeah, I think these are all the yeah. Mm, 514, one of them. But, yeah. Oh, and it blew him up, huh? That's too bad. You were actually friendly. Yeah, I need to look up what it's gonna take to get that perk. Called like light step or something like that, but probably takes high. Gonna guess it takes high perception and high agility. Not necessarily. Definitely, I'm gonna guess it high. Next time I level up, I'll look for it just to see. I can kind of start aiming for it. Okay. There a room we missed? Did we go in? Yep.
Robots. Traps. I wonder what else we'll find in here. Ooh,
Question.
maybe we'll find a safe filled with some really good loot.
That's the hope. I think I see an open safe right there, but in it might have a what do you call that? An implant up here in the wild wastelander. Kinetic accelerator implant. I bet that's probably having to do with bullet time, which is something I don't really use. The bullet time, but
I don't understand the fuss over Sunset Sarsaparilla. Tastes like rancid fruit to me.
President Shinra's suit. Sorry, dude, but take a look at that. We're gonna take a look at your computer here in just a sec. Oh wait, is this a rigged computer though? Think so. Oh, what kind of gun we got here? Replica repeater. Replica though, let's take a look at it. Close to that level up. Okay, that's a repeat. That I don't recall that date. We'll look at these and see. Executive override. Okay. Yeah, I don't really use the bullet time. It works pretty much like it uses your action points, but of course it just allows you to be instead of it freezing time with that. But I'm a crappy shot no matter what, so that is my only way I can survive in this world. I think is it hit with B. Yeah, it slows down time by hitting B and it uses up your action point. So I imagine that accelerator thing is to help with that. Maybe slow it
That's
down
the
even
way.
further. All right, so let's be certain though that we've searched all we can search yet. There's no more room than that. Not that big of a facility, really. Be sure we got it all downstairs before we head out, but yeah, I think we've been the one that had all the bombs out front. Let's just be sure I'm not missing anything. It's obvious here on the desk. Whiskey bottle. Nothing left over in the safes. I don't see anything else. That's straight back, so I think we're good. I think we're done here. Alright. No blue star caps, unfortunately, but okay, let's turn off our night vision first.
Ooh, got any juicy gossip? I grew up in a big family too. I have 5 brothers. We lived above ground though.
There you go. Alright, so yeah, we need to head in the outskirts here of Vegas. Find an entry point and see about what we're going to do about collecting these debt. You know, in a way, this is almost kind of sound similar to doing a bounty work, except we're not looking to kill these people necessarily. Let's see how they react after start to attack us. We will defend ourselves and we'll do what we must. Try to convince these people that they should probably pay what they owe.
What's up?
What's up, guys? Definitely find them curious. We get involved with that just yet? Already getting us sidetracked from our job. We'll talk to him. He ain't going nowhere, I don't think. Get around here or no? Nope. Looks like one of the people might be here within the Mormon fort, so we will be going in there. We're first gonna look for that one. Looks like it's outside here, maybe, hopefully. This place sure is ran down though, holy hell. I think Petrie thought that they might actually kind of clean up around here. Being a big city. Don't seem so. Alright.
Well, yeah.
Hey there, Vagrant. Alright, you sound like you're doing alright there. Just no one cleans up anywhere. There you go. Hello, sir.
How are you today? Santiago is fabulous.
What's up, Santiago? Seems that you owe the Garretts a bunch of caps.
Santiago does not owe anyone. Santiago is a free side VIP.
VIP. Huh. No, we ain't gonna resort automatically to the threats, but they did give us a heads up that you are a bit of a smooth talker.
Indeed, Santiago is a poet among pretenders. If you're here to collect for the Garretts, Santiago is debt-free.
Yeah. I'd rather not kill you, man. Like, we don't need to come to that. So, but Francine put a bounty on your head, so it'd be wise for you to pay up, dude.
I didn't think she was upset enough to have me killed. Here are the capsule. I do the Santiago Act to get out of paying for services every once in a while. I didn't think it could possibly get me killed.
Oh, man, you can start to owe people some decent sums of money. They may, man.
See ya.
Yeah. Sorry about that, man, but you gotta pay what you owe, dude. You got all them drinks and maybe services. You gotta pay up. Is that person waving? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a trap, but we'll go ahead. Kichiro naively go and see what's this about. Hey, where are you going, man? What's this about? What's up?
Check it out. Between the dumpsters there.
Friends of yours?
Nah, just some idiot that wandered down the wrong alley.
You don't say.
Familiar?
Found you.
Oh, yeah? Meet No Name. Yep. You gonna get the pleasure of meeting No Name as well. How about you? Would you like to meet No Name? Monica, where are you running off to? I didn't even get my mate the chance to shoot. No Name took care of business. Oh man, see, they already got them a poor sod. Sledgehammer, no thanks. Man, yeah, you guys brought the wrong weapons to a gunfight. Where were you running to, Veronica? What's this? Oh, we might have to check that out later because we're gonna have to dish out some revenge for that. Peachy's a little bit naive to things in the big city, it might seem, huh? He wasn't sure. He thought maybe that guy was actually looking for help. Okay, so before we head into the next portion, we will head into the fort here. Peachy will get his first meeting of the followers of the apocalypse. Of course, is Arcade here? Is this where you first find him? I think so. Yeah, you can get a few, what do you call it? A few side quests from around here. Let's see, speak to the guy here. He's near the front, so we'll see if he's got anything to say. Hello.
Do you eat
Wish the
free
followers
warfare?
would give me some
I
better
don't
armor.
trust most of it, but I can't resist fancy lad snack cakes, or gumdrops, or junk food. Ooh, but Salisbury steak? Ugh.
Well, I like Salisbury steak. Salisbury steak's pretty good. Yeah, that's one you could hire for to be a prostitute at the Wrangler, I think.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard.
I'll perform cybernetic surgery, huh? So you need medical supplies.
Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long.
So what do you need?
Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services.
I mean, all right, you got yourself a deal.
Just come see me when you've got some supplies to turn in.
So it seems like you need a steady supply, not just what I could bring to you.
So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you.
All right, we'll see what we can do. And what merchants might be willing to make a deal.
You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out.
All right, we'll try and make them, Ralph. Let's talk about
What do you
something
want
else.
to talk about?
Yeah, things seem pretty rough here in Freeside, man. Things look really, well, like shit.
More than rough, it's a damn mess. Freeside townies are constantly picking fights with NCR civilians. Thugs and thieves are always looking for a victim, and the local families are just sitting back making caps on the mess. Freeside is in dire need, but no one has been man enough to step up. The followers can only do so much to stem the tide.
Hmm. Anything I could do? You think they might be able to help out?
There is always something needing done. A few souls here in Freeside could be great assets to the community if they'd kick their addictions. We need a regular supply of medicine organized, but the Crimson Caravan wants too many caps for what we need. Lastly, tensions between the townies and NCR tourists have been going downhill fast lately. A lot of innocent people will get hurt if things blow up.
So maybe I can see if I can calm things down. Where should I start?
The big man around here is the king. Not much happens in Freeside that he doesn't know about. He has the most influence locally, and some of his crew haven't helped the situation by harassing NCR citizens and charging double for water. Some NCR soldiers have been bringing in supplies, but none of it is going to Freeside locals. I've tried to speak to both sides to no avail.
All right, well, we'll see what we can do. And you said something about helping out some addicts?
Yes, old Bill Ronte and Jacob Hoff. They're not going to kick their habits on their own.
Tell me about this Bill fella.
Old Bill Ronte is an exceptionally skilled machinist. He could fix the problems we've been having with Freeside's water pump, if he sobered up.
All right, tell me about Jacob.
The Garretts hooked Jacob on chems when he was working for them. Ironic, since he used to homebrew detox chems. He's a natural chemist.
Where would I start looking?
In Freeside, the drunks and drug addicts flock in and around the Atomic Wrangler. I'd start there.
All right. Yeah, I'll see what I could do to help them.
Sobering them up and putting them back to work would go a long way toward helping Freeside.
Yeah, these definitely sound like good causes. Like you already seen how this place is just completely run down, and you already got jumped. Like, if we could give a helping hand here, we will. I'd like to talk about something else.
What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, what is this place?
The Old Mormon Fort serves as the regional hub for the followers of the Apocalypse. I am the administrator for this region.
What is it you do here?
The followers of the Apocalypse aren't just interested in research. We care for our fellow man and do everything we can to help humanity. Here in Freeside, we provide food and medical services for those in need. We also have organized reconstruction efforts. With the help of Bill Ronte, we were able to install a water pump just west of here, but the Kings quickly took control of the pump.
Who exactly are the followers of the Apocalypse? We've met a couple of people with them.
We arose from the boneyards of Adetum years ago. Since then, we have made it our mission to rebuild the wasteland and re-educate its inhabitants. We hope to forge a brave new world free of war and poverty by sharing knowledge and resources. Our primary goal is the free exchange of ideas.
Okay, so you're pie in the sky people. Unfortunately, the state, the reality is of the universe that people, ideas, there'll always be conflict. Like you'll never have it where there won't be conflict. No matter, even if resources were completely plentiful, like if you had what was that replicator them from like Star Trek produce anything, and like you would still have people fighting because over ideas that are divergent, that don't like they can't coexist, that they have very different views, and that they won't, so they will collide. Like it's just the nature of the universe. As I say, I don't mean you shouldn't aim to always strive to find peace and look for common ground with people, and I think 100% should aim for that, no question. But like your hope is to eradicate it, conflict, like that is a pipe dream, unfortunately. But like it's their aim. They have uh, like a good goal, a noble goal, and one worth striving for. So it does tip his hat off to him. But the realist side of him thinks that's just pie in the sky, like I said.
What do you want to talk about?
Um, well, let's see if I have some medical supplies to drop off.
Great. What do you have?
I don't really use medics, so I'll give her some medics.
How much do you have to donate?
I'll give you 3 of them.
Thanks. Anything else?
Oh, that fixer. I mean, I don't think Peaches had any addictions yet, but just in case it ever were to happen, I'll hang on it. And definitely not giving away right away though. That's not happening. That's all for now.
Thanks for the donation. Every bit goes toward helping Freeside.
Okay, well, let's see what if we've got anything.
This could take a while. Did you bring caps?
Of course I did. Okay. Getting this. I don't think we've picked up anything new other than what we just got in that last place. But you never know. For the arm. Kinetic accelerator. We'll get it because I don't know what it does. So why not? Here. Yeah, bullet time. I mean, that's pretty good, especially that reload time. That it speeds that up, but does it only do that during the bullet time? If it does it at all times, then that's fantastic. But we'll go ahead and do it. Why not? If we don't like it, we don't have to keep it. Did we not have enough? Was that the problem? Oh. We can't install 2 implants on this temple. Oh, it's because we don't yet have that perk to allow us to do that, so we've got to get that perk. So that was one we were aiming for. Alright. Oh, what was that? Okay. So we can install it also on our leg if we want it. That's fantastic. Alright. It's only 420 caps. That's fantastic.
Can't help but be impressed with what they're doing here.
Yeah. Pretty impressive. Let's see if,
Hey, you got a second?
what is it?
The Brotherhood is failing. I've always known that. If we don't change course, we're going to fall apart, or fade away. But until recently, I haven't understood where we went wrong, or how to fix it. I think I need to go home.
I mean, can it wait? Do we have to go right now?
Sure, yeah. Just not too long, okay? I worry about them sometimes.
I understand. But we will, we have other current tasks on our site here for now. Petrie has a sneaking bit of intuition kick in on him right now. So he's wanting to kind of scope this place out. And how, with the explanation for Geralt sometimes in The Witcher 3, I had for when he would just randomly want to go to certain places, and I called it Witcher's intuition. Teacher here's got something called Courier's intuition. It kind of brought him up and around this place. Something's calling him to come in here and take a look. What do you know? Let's get it. What perk did it give us? Missionary perk. Alright. Let's see what that does. Oh, so we've actually got that in both our... we've already got one in our arm now and in our leg, but don't know if they Well, they do actually do some things around. Okay, missionary. Let's see. Permanently raise your science and medicine skill by 5 points. Cool. Also, you will receive one extra skill point whenever reading a skill book, as long as you're like, okay, cool. Well, we don't have no reason to think that we won't be liked by the followers of Pocket. They seem nice enough, but we'll see how that plays out. For now, that giving a boost to our, what did it say, our science and our. Well, okay, that kicked us over all the way up to 105. Peach has a boost currently. I can get that obviously to 100, but our next goal is to get this to 100. All right, yeah, Petrie can't explain what made him want to come up here all of a sudden, but
That's the way.
sir, like I said, they seem nice enough, but Petrie's got sticky fingers, man. They're for the most part a good dude, but not always, not in all ways. Talk to this cowboy ghoul here.
Howdy.
Howdy. So, who are you?
I've been around a while. Currently working for the followers as a gun for hire, but it's getting rather dull. Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked who I could chat up about liquor got transferred, and the rest of the docs are pretty uptight about my kind of fun.
Yeah. And so, what are you doing with the followers?
I joined up looking for a decent paying job. Granted, the pay's all right, but they won't let me kick back and slog a brew at the end of the day. They're worried the filthy drunkies in detox seeing me drink will cause an immediate relapse. I say their rehab effort here is just a revolving door.
I mean, maybe, but I do think it'd probably be wise to be respectful of that. That being around recovering alcoholics probably wouldn't be best to drink in front of them. So you should probably go and do that off in your own privacy, away from everybody. That seems like the right thing to do in my mind. I bet you've seen a lot over the years.
I've been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish are especially exciting to explore.
Yeah. Uh, that's a bit cryptic, Beatrice.
Hey, who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once in a while?
Oh man. Let's talk about something else.
What do you have in mind?
Got any advice to share?
Feed a man for free, and he'll be back asking for more. Feed a man a bullet, you won't hear from him again.
Well, I mean, I suppose having him teach him to go out and kill for his feed himself, maybe, or are you suggesting for them to off themselves with the bullet? I don't know. I'm not sure, but I have more questions.
And I may have answers.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about Freeside?
What starts in misery tends to stay there. Freeside wasn't Freeside until 6 or 7 years ago. That's when Mr. House's robots rolled out of the Lucky 38 and started pushing everyone who wouldn't join him off the strip. Lots of folks died. Some scattered to the winds. The rest wound up in Freeside and seemed never to lose the habit of living like refugees.
I wonder if Freeside is basically to represent Fremont, the Fremont there in Vegas, which is kind of the older part of Vegas. It's actually a part I prefer the Fremont to the Strip. The Strip is really nice. Has all the more much more newer casinos and it's pretty slick and smooth. Like there's some real Caesar's Palace is pretty nice one I like to go to. Uh, I've never been to the Luxor. I don't think. I've been to quite a few of them, but the Strip is it is nice. But I do like Fremont. And so what about the Kings?
What about him? Pretty much the sort of gang you'd find anywhere else, just with better clothes. The king himself, though, he's got that something special you can't put a finger on. Too bad he likes girls with skin.
And so, and what's your take on the NCR?
I reckon they care about getting water and electricity from the dam, and that's where it ends. The locals here are just an inconvenience to them, something to step over or stomp down. They're here for the resources, plain and simple.
And what's your opinion about Mr. House?
Before or after the human race shot itself in the foot? I've been around long enough to have both opinions, see. Before the war, Mr. House was a famous captain of industry. Robotics, to be specific. Seemed charming in interviews, until he became a recluse. Since the war, though, didn't make a peep for near 200 years. But when he came back strong and killed a lot of people.
All right, that's interesting. And what's your take on the followers?
I don't know how they do it. They're like saints, those followers. If they didn't charge for their services, I'd think they was crazy. But nah, they're just naive. Warms their heart.
Yeah, I think that's kind of how Petrie sees them as well. They're good natured and they're trying to do the right thing, just a naive. And what do you know about the Van Graff?
Couple of rad scorpions, those two. Gloria is the stable one, but she'd slit your throat if there's a profit in it. Or rather, she'd tell her brother to do it for her. John Baptiste is one of the sicker humans I've had the displeasure of observing.
All right, I'm glad we ran into you and talked to you.
What did you want to know?
I will ask you for one more bit of advice.
Time you enjoy wasting isn't wasted time.
I'll agree with that. Let's be sure we didn't have any other.
And I
questions,
may have answers.
No.
What did you want to know?
Nothing. Good talking with you, Beatrice.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. There was more options still to talk with her. Get her opinion on, I think, Freeside and on the NCR and that. But we'll talk to her later. Oh, she's done talking.
Hi, my name's Willow. What do you do around here?
I'm really very boring. You'd get better stories out of a Freeside junkie.
I'm sure that's not true, but maybe you'll feel more like talking if we meet again.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Hi. If you're looking for medical help, try the other doctors. I'm just a researcher, not even a particularly good one.
What kind of research?
Oh, you know, finding alternative treatments for common illnesses and injuries, stim packs out of barrel cacti, and other fantastic improbabilities. As far as fruitless wastes of time go, it's quite noble in its aims.
What's the goal?
For the past 100 years or so, the followers have managed to get by using salvaged medical supplies from the old world. But the side effect of medical success is that more people live longer. Funny how that works. Eventually, we'll run out of hospitals to loot. We need new ways to produce those supplies, or maybe old ways if this research goes anywhere.
That definitely sounds worthwhile. Yeah, you don't sound too enthusiastic about it, though.
I'm enthusiastic about helping people, but nihil novi sub sole.
So you speak Latin. Isn't that the language that Caesar's Legion speaks?
Caesar can cite Cato to suit his purpose. Many people have spoken Latin. Some of them were quite pleasant. It's unfortunate that the language is now associated with the gentleman across the river.
I absolutely love language. I'm completely fascinating. I'm terrible at math. Like I just never did those basic math, but I excelled always in English. And I took Spanish in high school and didn't really learn it. I learned some very basic stuff, but after graduating high school, I met a woman that only spoke English or only spoke Spanish rather, and I wanted to get to know her better, so I studied and I taught myself Spanish and became fluent. And eventually, she became my wife. Now she's my ex-wife. We were together for 8 years, but at any rate, because of her, I learned Spanish. And in so doing, great part of what I learned while learning Spanish was how much English and Spanish actually have in common. And that all goes back to the Latin roots because English has a great influence from French. And when the French, the Normans, conquered England in 1066, French became the language for quite a few centuries, I believe, in the aristocracy and whatnot. And its influence, of course, played over into English. So, and French, all the Romance languages, French, Spanish, Portuguese, what else is there? Romanian language, Italian. They're all closely related languages, and their root, of course, is to Latin. And due to the Romans, of course, and English having taken in, even though I believe English language is a Germanic one, I believe it also has like a great influence from Latin, and so I used to find common roots in words that are shared through due to that from Latin, and so I always found that fascinating. I never studied Latin. I don't know much about it, but you can still find the roots in it, and I love etymology as well. I believe is what it's called, right? When you learn it, the how words came about. I find all of that so fascinating. Anyway, and so how'd you learn that?
Not from the Legion, if that's what you're getting at. Books, sheet music, gladiator movie holotapes, bits and
Yeah.
pieces here and there. The followers have extensive libraries, but we all draw water from the same old well. Even Caesar.
Yep. You know much about Caesar at all?
I don't know anything that the others couldn't tell you. Caesar was one of the followers. Before my time, of course.
That's what I thought.
He wanted to rebuild the new world in the image of the old. A sad story of good intentions gone bad. In that regard, he's hardly unique. If
Yep.
you set aside his leadership capabilities, extensive knowledge, and ruthless cunning, he's just another jerk who steps on people to get his way.
I do like the whole backstory they gave with Caesar though, and even that though his like kind of what he's stating, his aim in some way is a good one, but he just fully resorted to authoritarianism and to just he's going to rule from the very top on down and institute slavery and just conquer and try, like yeah, he's going to create peace from within his lands because no one dares break the law, so you have no freedom, but it's just absolute, you know, authority, and so yeah, not so great. But but when you talk to him, like he's an interesting guy. He is well read. He's um, intelligent. Like he's not just a mustache twirling bad guy. He obviously does some real bad guy stuff, but there's reasoning behind it, whether you agree with it or not. Like it's a well written character. And what you could do to Arcade, man, is pretty jacked. If you can actually end up handing him over to the Legion, and he'll have to perform surgery on Caesar to save Caesar's life due to I think he has a cancer tumor on his brain or something like that. But yeah, you can basically hand him over, man. It's pretty brutal. So we'll ask him. What?
Oh, sorry. There's nothing new under the sun. If agave and mesquite were that miraculous, the locals would have figured it out a few thousand years ago.
Let's talk about something else.
Certainly.
So why do you do research instead of providing medical service?
Not all followers are people persons. Besides, someone needs to do research. I have no problem with Julie sticking me back here. Out of sight, out of mind. There are worse things one can be, though I do admit it is a bit boring. Though it has a noble goal, I don't think this research will yield much fruit. No pun intended.
Yeah. So I mean, he's not enthusiastic about his work, but it sounds like it kind of suits him to be quite honest. Well, let's see what else we could talk to him about.
Certainly.
Wonder why that didn't get grayed out. Do you need any help?
Me specifically? No. I'm sure Julie Farkas does, though. Lab coat, pointy hair. Answers to the name Julie Farkas, strangely enough. I'm sure she can find something for you to do. It might be kind of depressing and terrible, though. Caveat Samaritanus.
He knows to drop his wait, we don't have the chance to ask him again to come with us. Well, I'm gonna ask him that
Like
again.
I
see
said
if that
before,
brings it up.
not all followers are good with people. I'm fine doing research back here, even if it is a bit boring and pointless and a complete waste of time. Don't mind me. I'm
don't
just
believe much
voicing
in
my
it?
thoughts so they don't burrow out of my skull in a fit of abject despondency.
Hey, why don't you come with me?
No offense intended, but why should I go anywhere with you?
Oh, okay, we're gonna need to read a book here real quick. Yeah, I don't think that would be enough to convince him there. So,
See you around.
hold up.
Hello again. Still in one.
See.
I'm gonna need to read a book real quick. Kind of contemplating how I learn to speak better with people and convince them about things. How to persuade people.
Hello again. Still
Hello.
in one piece, I see.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we gotta ask him that again.
Like I said before,
Yep.
no offense intended, but why should I go anywhere with you?
Things are bad around here. I'd like to make a difference. And I'd like you to help me out.
That seems appropriately resolute and yet vague. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and go with you, but let me be clear about something. If you plan to help Caesar's Legion, this is going to be a brief relationship. I may not have all the answers for how to fix Freeside's problems, but Caesar taking control isn't part of the solution. Fair?
All right, fair enough.
All right, let's not waste any time. There are people out there to help, things to learn. Maybe not in that order, but let's get to it.
Yeah, man. Cool. All right, so we got us another partner in crime here. Obviously, we're one person more than what we're normally going to keep, so we will be dropping off probably Veronica or Russell. Probably Veronica first because we're going to be helping him out soon. What I want us to do here lastly is to collect that last. Wait, did we collect the person who owes us debts in here? I think we have we? There was someone in here, right?
Evening.
Still on that quest or not? Lady Jane. I'm not seeing that one, but is that where only one? Am I missing? I thought there was a person in here for us to collect. That's why we came in here in the first place. I guess maybe they've stepped out. We'll step out and see where they point. We got there. Oh, just still pointing in there. Oh wait, maybe it's beyond 205 feet.
Hello.
Hello. No, I'm not seeing anything. Hopefully I don't freak out if I bust out my gun to look at the compass. If anyone's in here. Yeah, we're only getting that one direction, so maybe take a look at the map itself. Those are like right behind us. Are they on the other side? We get. Oh yeah, I guess maybe we'll find out. I'm taking that to mean that it's inside there, but maybe they're actually just around it. I need to place my speed glasses on the quick menu though, so walk a little quicker from now on again. Go. Oh, okay. How you doing, sir?
Hey, man. Can you spare a few caps?
You collected money to pay back to Garrett?
Oh, yeah. I guess the Garrett sent you after me. Look, I've got the caps right here. Just don't hurt me.
Okay. I guess he didn't give us the full amount, huh? Yeah, pay up, bud.
Okay, here. That's everything I've got except the clothes on my back. I'm sorry about this.
No, man, I mean, you gotta pay your debts, dude. No, we ain't gonna be doing that. Yeah, don't mess with them again, though, dude. I hate dropping that thread at the end, but it's not giving me much of a choice otherwise. But and I don't want to insult him that way.
I won't. Thanks for not killing me.
Alright, you got it. But I guess Petrie's just gonna kind of lay it down like he's a Just letting the guy know you got to do it. You got to pay up, man. Like it or not,
We've got
got
stuff
the
we're
goods
not
and
even
services.
allowed to.
You got to pay for it, man. Take off our glasses now because I don't. Have we been in this area? Well, we just briefly. Yeah, we're gonna have to hit that up here soon. The Kings. Oh man, we are real close now. Peach is pretty excited about seeing that. We'll be able to get to them from here, or do we need to go around that way? Not sure. We'll see. Oh no, here we go. Hello, lady.
Hello. Lovely to meet you.
And lovely to meet you. Who are you?
I haven't the time to speak to commoners such as yourself.
Oh, Lord. I was hired by the Garretts to track you down.
In that case, I suppose you're here to collect. I apologize, but I simply do not have enough caps on me to cover the debt. If someone were to recover my caravan from that cave, I could easily pay in full. But who would bother with such a mess?
Oh, boy. I mean, we wouldn't mind doing it, but that, like, she's putting on airs, so surely a lady of your stature has honor sufficient to pay her debt.
Oh, you charming, wonderful hunk of a man.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I cannot risk my reputation on such a paltry sum. Here is what I owe, paid in full. I may scrape a bit to get home to California, but I'm a resourceful woman. Here is the last known location of my caravan, if you feel like looking for it.
Oh, we will.
Until we meet again, handsome.
See you around. Yeah, we'll look into that. All right, so we go ahead and pay these off, and then.
You look new to Freeside, so here's a little advice, friend.
Oh yeah.
Don't go past the Southgate greeter without talking to it first.
Old Ben, huh? Obi-Wan? Is that a name you've not heard in a long time? And why would I want to go past the greeter?
Those bots are programmed to vaporize anyone who enters the fenced-in area without authorization from the greeter.
Ah, all right. Yeah, thanks for the fine advice, man. For free advice. Who are you?
The name's Old Ben. I've been living in Freeside since the day I was born.
What's your story?
I've done a bit of everything around here. Courier, butcher, crier, escort, gun for hire. Some of which I'm not proud of, but I do my best to help around town when needed.
Yeah, he's another one you could get to be a prostitute there at the Wrangler, I think it is. Courier? I used to be a courier before I got shot in the head.
Exactly one of the reasons I got out of that job. Too many shifty characters looking to have someone else move their hot items.
Butcher? How'd you get into that?
My father ran a butcher shop here in town, but business went downhill when another vendor started selling this strange meat at half our prices.
That sounds odd.
You're telling me. Not long after my father's shop went under, and he passed away from the loss, people around town started experiencing shakes. No one gets shakes like that unless they're eating human flesh. But no one would believe me.
Oh, man.
The sick bastard gradually went insane and passed away. Wasn't long before someone moved into the guy's place and found half-buried human remains in the crawl space. I didn't bother saying, "Told you so."
Oof. Yeah. Prior, what was that job?
After a while, I made enough money to get a passport into Vegas. Back then, you could get approved for entry for a fraction of what it costs now. Well, I got a job working as a crier outside of the Tops, advertising for the local talent performing at the casino. That didn't last long.
What happened?
Well, being a suave young guy, I chatted up the ladies from time to time, and one of the manager's girls started to take a liking to me. I never touched the woman, but the jealous prick decided it was my time to go. He framed me by saying I'd stolen from the casino. Sure enough, a few grand was missing from the casino vault. I have to assume the bastard stole the funds and figured I was a convenient fall guy.
Oh, man. I'm gonna have to pause the video real quick because the company's about to arrive and I'm sure Bella's gonna go crazy. So, be right back. Okay, she only barked briefly, so we'll see. Hopefully that lasts. That's horrible.
Yeah, but what can you do? I was stripped of my casino apartment and all of my belongings and booted back into Freeside. From there, I didn't have a lot of career options, as my rep was destroyed. So the escort job sort of fell into my lap. No pun intended.
You said escort like an armed guard, right?
Well, I suppose you could look at it that way, but I was packing a whole different kind of heat. No, escort just sounds better than man whore.
Deuce Bigelow, man. Nice to meet you. So you paid for sex? Peachy didn't know about this stuff.
I was damn good at my job, too. But after a while, I just felt like a piece of meat and had to quit.
Oh, man. That's rough. Are you gun for hire?
When I quit the escort job, I had enough money to buy a pistol belt and some other gear. Bodyguards make a good, honest living, and I had the wits and physical build to handle most thugs. After saving a few tourists from trouble, I got a reputation for being a stand-up guy again, and after a decade, managed to save up enough to retire.
That guy's lived an interesting life. All right, let's talk about something else.
All right.
All right, catch you around.
Yep.
Yep. Thanks for the advice, man. We won't go storming in there. Okay, put on our speed glasses and we'll go look for the, turn this in here about the Wrangler. Yeah, it's right over there.
Lasers, plasma, pistols.
This one here, yep.
Hey.
Was it with her or was it with him? I think it with her. Whoop. Yeah, the speed glasses make it go a little too quick. All right.
Welcome back. What can I get you?
I have all the debts collected.
I don't care how you handled those lumps of human refuse, but you got the job done.
Nice.
I need you to hunt down another person. That
Well?
son of a bitch McCaffrey stole a ton of caps and ran off to Vegas. I guess the fact that we farmed out his usual work to you pissed him off. No one steals from the Garrett twins. If you can kill that bastard and bring back as much as you can, you'll be paid very well.
Well, I mean, we'll see if killing's necessary. And how am I supposed to get to the strip?
See the king. I'm sure he could work something out to get you in. You'll need to prove you're worth his time, but it'll be well worth it.
All right, we got a couple of people telling us to go check out the king. Yeah, I'll look out for McCaffrey and I'll be sure to take care of him. But like I said, we'll see if killing's necessary. I'm not so sure about that. We're not hitmen, but we'll see if we could talk to him and get him to pay up.
Good. Just stop on back when he's dead and you'll be rewarded handsomely.
We'll
Bring
see.
his hat as proof of the kill.
Well, maybe that's it. We'll get him to hand over his hat, maybe. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna necessarily try them with. We'll see who we talk to, but
Yep.
about that. Okay, so next up, well, I talk to him too. I think before we do, because what we're gonna be looking to do next is his bit with the where was it? That one there. Let's see where that's located at. Yeah, that's not far from where we're at here. So that's what we're gonna be doing next. That'll be in the next video. But so start out the video. We'll speak with him on the next one, then we'll head out. We'll look to help our boy Russell there. Maybe we're not getting into the strip just yet. We'll look to maybe speak with the king. What's going on there?
Goddamn heat is making my balls itch.
I can imagine. It's pretty hot in Vegas, man. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can follow along here and Peachy's journey through the Fallout universe. I upload these videos every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I also have my Witcher 3 series still ongoing. That goes up every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time as well. That's pretty rich and heavily modded. I invite you to check it out if you'd be interested. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope to catch you in the next video. See y'all around. Later.